Hey, it's the real IntellectualRadio.com, another perspective. And I got my girl on the side. Who she be?
Let's bang 'em up. What's up, Chicago? Yo!
Woo! People trying to get in already. Exit. How you do it?
Aaron.
Okay, well,
Sit
I don't know
down,
how to do
baby.
it. I'm
Sit
computer
down.
illiterate. I don't do phones.
Oh, he needs a spanking. Touching stuff.
Hey, before
Hey,
we get
Mr.
started, I
Lightfoot.
want to
Hey,
give a
Matthew.
shout out to my boy, been knowing him 30 years. His name is Prince Money. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Fernwood Park. I had to give it up to y'all. Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
Y'all had a picnic for the kids. It was a peace rally, and I seen some of everything and everybody come together, and it was peaceful. No arguments, no bottles throwing, no hands and pointing fingers. I got to give it up to the Cred Foundation, CED. They are doing big things for those kids because that park is in the middle of a danger zone, but that one park don't have no beef with nobody. So that's like the peace park. So y'all go tune in with them people at that park district, man. They doing a lot of big things for the kids over there. So salute, salute, salute to all of y'all. And when I found out it was going down, I went over there. I saw my boy, and I even saw a few guys that I went to school with from 45th. They went to do Saba, so salute. Already know
Do Sabo.
we grew up together. We did everything together. Now it's time to raise these kids together. Take a village. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I see you, stepdaughter. I see you, Miss Crystal, Mari, Nicole. You feel me, girl? I see you. I see you. So let's get it cracking, baby.
Absolutely. We're going to start with the Gump of the day. Y'all know how we get down. Everything that's going on in the news, we're going to bring it to you live and direct from 53rd and State. Now, listen, we're going to start with Donald Pump the Gump Trump. All right. Donald Trump.
Lord have mercy.
Bless the kids that call their mama. Okay. Donald Gump the Trump, right? We had allegedly, this is alleged that they shot down one of, what is the thing
the
called?
Drones.
They shot down one of the drones, right? Now, the United States is saying that the drone wasn't in Iran's airspace.
Right.
Iran is saying that the drone was in their airspace.
Right.
But this is the key. You do not want to say anything on national TV that can start another war when we're actually really not prepared. I mean, they say we have people over there. We really don't know how many people is over there. But the key of the whole thing is wait until you guys get to the United Nations. Talk, y'all sell it out that way.
Right.
Instead of Donald Trump saying, oh, I'm finna send something over there and shoot them up and do it. No, Trump. His advisors told him to shut up because you really don't know what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? So we're praying. If y'all don't never prayed before, today is the day that y'all need to send a prayer up to the Lord and say, Lord, hold this fool's tongue.
Amen.
You get it? Because we don't need to go into a war with Iran when we don't know what type of missiles and different things that they got there. So the UN has a meeting coming this week that we absolutely need to wait, keep our minds closed and our prayers sent to the Lord, because there is something in the scripture that say there will be rumors of wars. So we don't need no problems. A Gump, Trump, running your mouth. Don't know what you're talking about. Hold fast. What we would say in the project, hold up, Jim Shoe.
Elbow.
The number 2 Gump of the day. This young man called me hollering and screaming on the phone because this is his alderman. The 34th Ward Alderman, Kerry Austin.
Oh, Lord.
I gave you a heads up last week. I told y'all, if you know that your sisters and your brothers are doing wrong, hit her Him. And don't what? Don't sin no more. Don't steal no more. Now, Carrie is looking bad for you. The reason that it is looking bad, okay, not only did they raid your office
Mhm.
on Juneteenth,
Well,
well, listen, they raid your office, right? On the biggest day to some African Americans. Some people celebrate Juneteenth, some people don't. But here the feds come and raid your office, right? You the number 2 seat in the alderman. First, Ed Burke is first. You got the number 2 seat.
mm,
Not only do you have the number 2 seat with the alderman, you're the vice chairperson of the Democratic Party.
mm.
Tony Preprinkle stated she will let Carrie decide if she wants to step down from their county party. That's a difference between what is apparently an investigation and a criminal change and a criminal charge, and that's something to consider. So what she means by that is Ed Buck has a criminal charge. Carrie is just her office is raided. They pulled all of the TVs and the computers and everything out of there. And now they finna go look at the software and the hardware to see actually what Carrie been doing.
Mhm.
But Mr. Ace the Real has another perspective on what Carrie been doing because he live in Carrie's ward.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm in Morgan Park.
Oh Lord.
You feel me? East of me is Roseland. East of Roseland is West Pullman.
Mhm.
You know, and okay, let's go north. You got Farmwood and all of that. 103rd, they call it Skid Road. Y'all know what time it is.
Okay.
All right. Now, in that ward for Morgan Park and Roseland, what has been developed? Nothing. Only thing she have ever did is revamp the trauma unit at Roseland. So that's the money.
Okay.
She's getting undercut and donations,
Cutbacks, you think?
cutbacks, cut in and cut out.
Oh.
You feel me? If you look at Morgan Park, east of me, I'm on Racine. You go east of me, you have all those other streets up to Halsted. Them houses are beautiful. But if you go west,
Whoa.
all the way to Morgan Park School, is a desert zone. Vacant lots, garbage, buildings that's dilapidated. They want
And
to
I think y'all got a lot of buildings with X's on there, over there, right?
right. So if they tell those, and then you got right there on Vincennes where they had built these multi-million-dollar homes. It was a strip.
Okay.
Now, during the time when the banks was crashing, they stopped the construction. So now the property has been manifesting back, and they getting that little neighborhood together. But at the same time, you haven't did anything.
Where is the money, Carrie?
That's what I want to know. So now, me as who I am, I'm thinking. I say, you know what? If she can sit here and do 20 years of being an alderman, and she's the second highest paid alderman.
I think she's been there longer than 20 years. She's been there since 1994.
Oh, so where's she?
So my son
Right.
was born in 1990 and he's 29.
So think about
So
that.
she's been there 20, what is that, 25?
25 years.
Okay.
My thing
25
is,
years and ain't did nothing for the community. That's a nice job to have.
and ain't did nothing. Not even a pothole. That's also the park where the young brothers that they had the
Creed.
no, not Creed. Also, it's another park right beside me
Mhm.
where Jackie Robinson Park.
Oh, that's where the little boys used to play at.
Yeah, and they stripped him from
From their
their
title.
title.
Absolutely.
Now that park there, it's nothing going on. But now all of a sudden, you see little white kids playing baseball in there.
Absolutely.
You see little white boys over there and the white coaches. But at first, just a couple of years ago, it was a bunch of black coaches and black kids playing.
Mhm.
And here it is, Carrie, you haven't did anything. So I tell you what, I'm gonna see if I can get me 10,000 signatures, and maybe I'll run for alderman in the 32nd ward, because it's time for change. It's time to get things together. It's time to unify these neighborhoods and think about the kids, not my my 401k right now. I'm okay. These kids not. Because they don't
Absolutely.
have no direction. Is nobody stepping up and being some type of a mentor to them. These kids want the love.
Absolutely.
And if they can't get the love, where do you think they're going to get the love from? From
Out in
the
the
street.
streets. Out in the streets.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to keep mindful. Whatever you do, these kids are like sponges. They're going to do what you do. And if you don't understand that, look in your household and you'll see what's going on.
Okay. Well, Mayor Lightfoot said that she has no knowledge of the raid. So I know for sure that when the feds come, they coming. They halfway got something, but we don't know what they got and what they're looking at. But we'll find that out in about 2 weeks. It'll be on the news
Yes,
again.
sir.
But something that has caught the attention of Chicago, but then they have erased our memory of this, and we need to bring it back, is June the 9th. Officer, the off-duty DUI officer that's been stripped of his powers, Mr. Terrence Finley, is 24 years old, been on the force for 3 years, right? An off-duty police officer. He alleges that he was leaving the party, right, drunk, and instead of using his common sense and ordering an Uber or Lyft to take him home, he got behind the wheel, speeding down the street, which the speed limit is 30, right? On 87, the speed limit is 30. And he claims that a driver cut him off or turned in front of him, or however it went, right?
Is it a camera?
No, on 87 in Wood, I didn't see a camera. How about I got out my bed and drove down the street, y'all? Y'all know I'm from the projects, right? I got up because I go to Loomis, 87 in Loomis, and I go get me some chicken from over there.
Right.
You get it? So I got up out my bed. Like, listen, when these stories come on, I get out my bed and dry the area so I can see what's going on. Is that really reporting? I'm from the projects. We got to see it to understand what he said he did, right? Okay. Now it took, the police, them superintendent, them a couple of days say something once everybody got to get in the uproar, right?
Right.
Now, he claims that somebody drove in front of him, so he swerved to avoid them. You get it?
Right.
And ran into the store, which was, he ran into Tony's Philly steak, shrimp, fish, and chicken on 87 in Wood, right? Messed they store up, right? But the tragedy of it all is that when he went into the store and crashed the door and the window and the wood and the bricks, it was a young lady sitting at the table waiting on her order to come out. You get it? And her name was Miss Marquita Reed. Her and her friend was sitting there. So Miss Reed was pinned under the car. You get it? And lost her life because this young man did not care about nobody's life but his own. Amen. Now, I almost believe that maybe somebody did swerve in front of him. Right. Maybe somebody did cut him off. But had he been driving at 30 miles per hour, he could have avoided this accident. Right. But now the brand new cars that's out here in the world today that they building, they have what's called an airbag sensor. Exactly. When the airbag deploys, the airbag tells you how fast your car was going when it hit impact. Right. Now, guess how fast that car was going when it hit impact into Tony's Philly chicken and shrimp and steak.
What was
Guess how many miles it was going?
Well, how many?
73 to 76 miles per hour. Now, I would have believed that you weren't really that intoxicated. But they gave him 2 blood tests. They gave him 1 blood test. It come 0.083, right? That's over the legal limit. Then the second time they gave him a blood test, they checked it twice because he's the police, y'all. It's 0.080. What they were trying to do, check it a few times to see if it'll go down before they report it to the news. Right. But see where y'all messed up at. We have a problem with y'all already don't have a budget. Y'all over the budget. Rahm Emanuel left y'all with $1 billion deficit, right? Lori really don't want to say. She said it's over 700 million. Next to 700 million comes $1 billion. Right?
300 more.
So he done left y'all in the negative of $1 billion, right?
Right.
Now, here's a family. Now, this is where everybody will say, oh, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, no, she wasn't. She was out in the restaurant getting her something to eat.
Yeah.
So, no, she was not in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the investigators pulled a beer out his car after he crashed the car. So I don't know if they pulled it out to hurry up and try to take it before the media got there, but you know the witnesses is outside. The cluckers is out at 3 in the morning. Okay? So, y'all, there's another check that the city of Chicago has to pay this family because she had an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old child.
That's right.
Now, who wants money for their child's life? You get what I'm saying? She will never see her children get married. She will never see graduation, 8th grade graduation. This mother hasn't even experienced none of these things yet.
Right.
And y'all get your checkbook together. I don't think that people should have to put these lawsuits in. Y'all know what people's lives are worth. Her children are 11 and 13. That's what, 24. They worth $25 million, 30 million, 50 million, because they have to grow up the rest of their life to become a productive member of society without their mother.
Yeah.
I get the grandmother and all them people there, but there's nothing like your mother. CPD, y'all get the checks together. FOP, y'all went to court, bond him out for the $40,000. His bond was $40,000, so that means he had to pay $4,000 to get out, right?
Yes.
I think his bond should have been higher than $40,000, but whatever. Everybody want to make it seem like, so once he found out he killed the girl was pinned under the car. Now he depressed, he distraught, he needs some counseling. You're going to need more than some counseling.
Because when you get to 26 in California, and them
yeah,
guys know you're the boat.
bond them out.
Oh, yeah.
They script them of his powers. But I honestly, with a case like this, knowing that y'all coming in off of this raggedy things that y'all already done did to Chicago, the 16 shots and everything else, honestly, if y'all going to keep him as a Chicago police officer, he does not need to be able to drive. He needs to be on desk duty. He maybe needs to be just taking pictures. You know what I mean? He need to be the officer that when you come in, they take the picture so everybody can know who he is. He don't need to be able to do nothing else that has to do with him being out on the streets of Chicago. Right. And they should take Jesse White. Come on now, y'all need to take his license.
Right.
Because, make him do like the rest of the civilians do. Since he's a civilian now, take his license, make him go without his license. Because someone died in the accident, let him go without his license for 3-4 years. Let him get 30.
Bang him up. I got a question. Look, wouldn't that be vehicular homicide?
I mean, well, listen, they only charging him. I'm going to tell you what they charging him, which I don't know. I got my notes.
And be prepared for the Lori Lightfoot report.
Yeah, 7:30 we coming with Lori. Wait now. They charging him with reckless homicide. Is that what, or is reckless homicide worse than vehicular?
Vehicular homicide is higher than reckless.
Okay, well, they should have gave him vehicular homicide. He got with a motor vehicle. They say charged with reckless homicide, with a motor vehicle, and aggravated driving under the influence. So the only thing that I hate about when somebody is hit by a car, they're not really they're not going to give him murder because actually he probably, he wasn't trying to kill the lady. He didn't think he did nothing wrong to somebody because he's under the influence. He drunk, probably pissy drunk or whatever it is. And he slammed into the thing. He probably ain't even hurt. Scraped the scratch. Because when you drunk and you hurt yourself, you really not actually hurt. Right. But they had them whispered in his ear and told him, no, you got to go in the hospital too. We got to, So, when them people come out there to help you, they coming to help you to save you.
The FOP.
The FOP, everybody was out there.
You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
Go ahead.
What we going to now?
Go ahead.
Oh, we got to go. The Gump other day, before we get away from this and get to Lori, the Gump other day has to go to the $260,000 a year dummy. And the reason why she's a $260,000 a year dummy, I tell y'all why. Not only did she do an epic failure last year before Lori got in there and some other stuff happened, Janice Johnson, I'm talking to you. If y'all see a tapper to the left, tapper to the right, tell her bang him up, talking about her. She did the dumbest thing that has ever been done. It has never been done in the history of niggerism. Never. In the history of niggerism, of a parent raising their children, coming from Robert Taylor, 25 years, now working, being a productive member of society, have it ever been promotion letter given out to the CPS students the day before graduation?
What?
Never. See, this is how y'all listen. Y'all always remember, viewers, I have 7 children. So I done been through some things. I have a 14-year-old son that graduated this year. And the only way that we knew he was graduation was Tuesday. They handed out the promotion letters Monday morning.
Are you serious?
Never in the history of niggerism have promotion letters been given out to any CPS students the day before graduation. Beethoven Elementary graduated Wednesday. The kids got their promotion letters Monday. Them students that did not graduate tore up Beethoven School.
What?
They turned them desks over, tore up the 4th floor. So this is what I'm saying to you, Miss Janet Jackson, and not the real Janet Jackson if you're nasty. The $260,000 a year dummy. Yes, I called you a dummy because no parent, no mother that is a mother that's raising children would sit there and put these kids in danger like this, have their hopes up high, thinking that they have a chance, right? Mayor Lightfoot said she came away very impressed. This is what she said about you April the 7th. That she came away very impressed after meeting with the CPS CEO, Janice Jackson, and hinted strongly that Jackson would keep her $260,000 a year job. Baby, I can do your job at $130,000. I don't know why they're giving you an extra $100,000 for this stunt that you pulled here.
Right.
Now, if you want to help the children of the city of Chicago, I guarantee you are not are not citizens of Chicago going to CPS schools. If they are, they're going to the best school possible.
Beasley.
No, Beasley ain't that good, but anyway, you should have did what's called a Jump Start Initiative. This is Bang 'em Up made this up. This ain't no I read it out of a book. I'm from the streets of Robert Taylor. I'm raising 7 children, and I know what y'all need to do to help our kids to be productive members of society. And do not leave our children behind, because I remember the No Child Left Behind Act.
Right.
Now, there should be a jumpstart initiative. If there are students that 3rd grade, 6th grade, and definitely 8th grade, that they know that these kids are not going to be promoted, right? When the kids come back from the winter break, which is after Christmas,
right,
every Saturday until June, there's 4 or 5 Saturdays in the month, that y'all make the kids go to summer school from July 1st to August 2nd, which is the dumbest thing in the world to me. Every Saturday in January, February, March, April, May, and June, the kids go to school for the 2-3 hours that you're proposing them to go over the summer. These children need to be in the house reading and preparing themselves for next year.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But if y'all do a jumpstart initiative, right, every Saturday, instead of panhandling and these $10,000 that Chance the Rapper gave these schools, where is the $10,000 at?
Right.
Because I didn't see what Beethoven did with it. Y'all hear me? So y'all come on out y'all pocket, pay these teachers correctly, do a jumpstart initiative so these students don't be crying and falling out and you breaking the parents' heart and you telling people you're doing such an awesome, amazing job, making $260,000 a year, breaking the hearts of people that only make $5,000 a year because the minimum wage is $8 an hour. What is it, 12?
Yeah.
And you don't even have a living wage. And here the people that are making the decisions for your children are cleaning up.
Yep.
Hand over fist. This is the tale of the haves and the have-nots. Carrie Austin, have. We have not. Right. Janice Jackson, what is her name? She have and we have not.
Anthony Beal.
Listen, they need to quit playing in Chicago. And Lori Lightfoot, you lied to me. You lied to me, Lori. Do y'all remember when Denzel Washington said, you lied to me? Remember when he was the cop? What was the movie? Training Day. You lied to me when they were trying to rape the girl in the alley. You lied to me, Lori. You said she gets tremendous praise from people all over. And I was at an event and a principal came up to me. That's probably was her best friend on cue, right? And started talking about Janice and how great she is. So she told the principal, don't tell it to me, tell it to her. You're doing something right when you're getting that kind of universal praise. Are y'all effing kidding me? Are y'all effing? Y'all gave her praise because what? Her weave was put in right. What? She knew how to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, she knew how to say initiative and hello and goodbye. That does not constitute her getting praised when the end of the school year she pulled a stunt like this. Janice. You need to be fired, boo. They need to go and give you what they supposed to give you. Lori, you got to call me. I'm tired of y'all playing with me.
Well.
What time is it?
It's that time.
It's that time to get Lori.
It's that time. It's that time.
I don't know if y'all Lori want me to do her today.
Well, here we go.
Do you want me to do you today, Lori? Yes.
Here we go.
Well,
here we go. I'm going to tell you if we're ready. Listen, here we go. Our roving reporter.
Lord,
bang them up. And we about to do the Lori Lightfoot report.
God, Lori. I don't know. I don't know if I should do you today because you may be angry with me. I love you, Lori. I want to make sure that I start off and let you know that I love you. But you know what? Yes. You done did something, Lori. And we're going to talk about the is and the ain'ts and the have and the have-nots. And I want you to, I don't know. I think I gave you too much accreditation last week.
Oh.
You get it?
Oh.
Because now you're doing something that you wouldn't have other people to do.
Right.
And what I learned growing up in the projects is do unto others that you would have them do unto you. Right?
Amen.
If you don't want criticism, you got to do things that won't get you criticisms, right? Okay, so we'll start off with this, and then y'all will know where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Take your time.
Oh, y'all know I'm ready. Okay. Lori, on June 18th, y'all know I had the dates, right? Lori emphasizes to Mr. Rico. Mr. Rico, Anthony Rico, is the first deputy police superintendent, right? I think, I ain't going to say it today, but wait a minute. Anthony Rico, or Riccio, however they pronounce it, daughter had a graduation. I don't know if she graduated out of 8th grade or if she graduated out of high school or college, but he planned an Aruba trip, June 1st through June 7th. When Lori Lightfoot won, Lori Lightfoot emphasizes that no top-ranking officers can go take a trip. Nobody can move while this summer violence is going on. But the young man, Anthony Rico, trip was already approved before Lori won. Okay? Okay, I get that. So Lori emphasizes to him, Rico, and the superintendent that it's important that they lead by example. Now, y'all heard the key word I said, lead by example. So that also, I want y'all to remember that word when I get to Lori. Lori stated Rico will pay a price for ill-advised vacation. Rico was in violation of Mayor Lightfoot edit that no trip by top brass take off during the summer. The controversy caused Anthony Rico's June 1st through the 7th trip to Aruba to celebrate his daughter's graduation is over for now. This is what Lori said. But she was hidden that she gonna fire him for taking the trip. You get it? But she didn't. Now, Lori won on April the 2nd. If the vacation was already approved in March or April or whatever, then you really can't hold it against them, Lori.
Because it ain't up under her
but it depends on if the trip was approved. Y'all get it? Okay. But he still went. And he didn't have to go. Not technically, I don't know. Should he go? Shouldn't he go? Okay, you already paid for the trip. The trip is paid for. But what I felt that he should have done is when Lori Lightfoot won the election. And every Monday, Lori does accountability Mondays, and all of the heads of the five family have to come for accountability
That's
Mondays.
right.
He should have said something then. He should have raised his hand, pulled up to the side, say, Mayor, I have a trip that's been planned. Whoop wop the bam. Y'all get it?
Hmm.
And he could have smoothed it over that way. But when you come and try to be a Latin king with it, you can't do that. You get it? Because then you know, if you a GD or BD and you a Latin king, they ain't gonna mix up right. I got to say it like that for the people that understand it. Okay, you know, if you're a Latin king, I'm a GD, he a BD, or MC, you can't come to us talking about, oh yeah, no.
Oh, bro, you gotta
So
get
you just supposed to come to the table a little right with the situation. You get it?
right, right.
Okay. But here's Lori's statement. But he was proving the point to his male comrades. This is what Bang 'em Up say. You know, MF Lori, you know what I mean? I done paid for the trip, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
And he gonna do what he wanted to do, so he went on the trip.
right.
Okay, exempts have to set the example, and the example is doing something that the mayor has directed them not to do is highly problematic. Now, this is what Lori said. Y'all get it?
Right,
Okay, now. But now, Lori talked it too fast.
right. Wow.
Because Lori did the same thing.
Right. Fast change ain't no robbery.
Now
Right?
she got the media and fair change ain't no robbery. Now she got everybody upset. Lori, you got people upset. But then you are the mayor. You do have to travel, right? So I got my pen and paper. I got a calendar, Lori, and I counted how long you been here, right? You only been in office 26 days, Lori. Today makes 33 days.
Right.
This Sunday. You ain't got no business being starstruck, Lori. Okay? You said that you went, okay, I'll tell you what trips you went on, boo. You done went to Washington before the inauguration. You done been to Los Angeles. You done been to Palm Springs. Sunday, June 16th, you was in New York, right? Then you went to California. You didn't really have to go to California, Lord. You could have came back Monday so you can do your accountability Monday. Okay, so you said that you needed to go to New York to talk to, let me get his name for y'all, to him, because you say that he's a great man that we need here in Chicago. We want to follow his blueprint. And Bang 'em Up say we don't want to follow their blueprint over there because his blueprint is wrong. Wait a minute. Oh, I got so many good cards. Wait, let me get them. What is the man name that she went and sang? Wait a minute. I got so many cards, Lori. You went over there. Aaron, you don't know nothing about the news. Okay, you went over there, Lori. Oh, I got so many good cards for you, Lori. Wait a minute. You went and spoke to, he's running for the president, y'all. He's running to be the president of the United States.
You talking about
Wait, I get him. Lori Lightfoot met with Lynn Sweet on the Chicago Sun-Times. So soon after only being mayor for 26 days, Lori Lightfoot stated defensively, from time to time, I'm going to leave town. And if that is a problem for you, so be it. Lightfoot sees some travel as part of her job. Okay, I get that you're traveling. Now, Lightfoot said, we're a global city. From time to time, I'm going to have to leave town to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to raise Chicago's profile, to form relationships with people and institutions that are going to inure to the benefits of the residents in Chicago. And you know that's just going to happen. And if people have a problem with that, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do that. That is part of the responsibility. And it is to be a fierce advocate for the city of Chicago and the residents. Mm. Of my city everywhere. And if that means forming relationships, and sometimes relationships can't be formed by the telephone. They have to be formed face to face
Face.
across the table with a dinner or beverage. And if people look askance at that, so be it. But my question to Lori today is, where is Vivian? Where is Vivian at? You going on all these trips. You ain't took Vivian nowhere. You went to go see Oprah, right?
Mm,
You sat down
mm,
and ate with Oprah, right?
mm,
But y'all didn't have Vivian with y'all.
mm.
I usually know that when people go on these trips, when they go and doing business, they don't have no family members with them, right?
Right, right.
But these trips, you said that you were going to do some political fundraising, right?
Mhm.
Okay, if you were doing some political fundraising, what did you bring back that's going to benefit the citizens of Illinois? Because you didn't tell nobody what you brought back, right?
Mhm.
And I know you didn't bring back nothing because Oprah ain't gave us nothing when she was here.
In that order.
Okay, so she went to meet Mayor Bill de Blasio, right?
Mhm.
Bill de Blasio can't teach Chicago anything because Eric Gardner was choked under his
Fiction.
jurisdiction and supervision.
Mm.
So we don't want him to train us to do anything. Only other initiative that he did in the 6 years is he did the kindergarten, bring the preschool up earlier. But we already have that, Lori. We already have our preschool initiative here. What we need you to stay here to do, because had you been in Chicago, you could have saw when Janice Jackson gave out promotion letters a day before the CPS students were graduating out of 8th grade,
Mm.
turning over your schools because she's stupid and didn't understand that ain't what she supposed to do. Had you been here on
Right.
accountability Monday, you would have saw when she handed out them papers and could have said, no, no, baby, that ain't what you supposed to do. I'm not paying you $260,000 a year to be lazy. Because
Right.
that's a lazy move. Even when Barbara Bird Bennett was there, Barbara Bird Bennett gave the papers out 2 weeks ahead of time. You already knew before the luncheon, you already knew
Before
before the class
the
trip
trip.
that your children were not graduating
Mm.
and to prepare for summer school. But for you to pull the rabbit out the hat like that, Janice, you need to lose your job.
Right.
Now, Lori gonna take the heat for that because she was over there eating with
Oh.
Oprah and talking about we need advice from Bill when Bill couldn't even stop his police in New York from choking Eric Gardner.
Mm.
So I don't know. We can't be rolling with these people.
Mm.
Everybody, you can't take everybody advice. This is your first year. You got 4 years to make mistakes, right?
Mhm.
But don't come in the door where you haven't even been in the seat 30 days, switching up already. I'm going for the accountability. I'm going for the transparency. But you can't tell your top officers that they can't go nowhere. And then you
You
on
will.
Southwest gone.
And yeah,
Is
you can't.
that right or is it
Yeah,
wrong?
that's wrong. Cause you got to
You
lead
can't
by.
say
You
the
got to
top.
lead
You
by
got
example.
is that the key word we're doing today? You have to
Lead
lead
by
by example,
example.
Lori. I like you. And another person you gotta watch because I'm gonna do her next is Miss Anna Valencia because she said something about you that I know you ain't even know she said that.
Mm.
Anna said everyone who runs for mayor has said abolish the city clerk's office and the city treasurer office. It's something that people talk about in political and campaign speeches. But once you get into governing, it's a lot different than campaigning. Did you know Anna Valencia said that to Fran Spellman?
Mm.
That's almost like she said, you just use that as a way for to get voted because you really weren't going to demolish them no way. When you said no city stickers, you going to stop the boot. You lied to me, Lori. Your people is saying otherwise. So,
Mm.
the grade for you today, Lori.
Mm.
If I'm basing you off of accountability, transparency, lead by example,
Right.
and then you told Rico, Anthony Rico or Ricio, You can't go nowhere. Then 2 weeks later, you
You go
go
somewhere?
somewhere. That ain't fair, Lori. That ain't fair. And then to only be in office 26 days, talking about, well, so be it.
So big, like she gangster, huh?
Oh, that's some gang bang. Listen, I just came from a church service. So I'm trying to be nice today.
Right.
That's some gang banging SHIT, Lord. So be it. If y'all don't like it. I could hear you saying so be it, throwing your hands, so be it. What they gonna do? What my daughter gonna be like, them don't say what? Oh, so what? So what? So be it. So what?
You
Lord,
irritating. You irritate.
what? Period. No, Lori. No, Lori, you can't be doing no city girls. So be it. Period. No, you can't do that. Okay, so let me get your grade, Lori. I'm gonna put it on the hot pink card because you is ridiculous. You ridiculous today, Lori. Now I'm put it on the white card. I want her to see her grade. Wait a minute, baby. I got you, Lori. Listen. I told you I sleep with them. Listen, Lori. I love you today. What I do want you to do is bring your attitude down about 100 notches. You haven't been here but 33 days, okay? And it is not fair to say to the citizens of Illinois, we're doing transparency. We're doing transparency. We're doing lead by example. And then you getting on Southwest or Delta and going to kick it and eat lunch with people.
Like, oh.
And I know you ain't brought nothing back because you ain't bragging. If you brought something back, you be bragging. But you didn't bring nothing back. And you can't tell me that Oprah gave you nothing because I know Oprah ain't gave you nothing.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
And you got to pay taxes on the car. Oprah ain't gave us nothing. If she did, she want a tax write-off for it, okay?
Right.
So I gave you a B last week, Lori. I believed in you. But like Denzel Washington said on Training Day, you lied to me, Lori. Janice Jackson gave out promotion letters the day before graduation, Lori. That's bad business, boo. You supposed to been here in Chicago to watch the heads of the Five family, and you over there eating brunch with with Oprah. That's wrong. And you told Rico, everybody better be here. Ain't nobody better not go nowhere. And you went somewhere. You had to be last week, Lori. I'm tired of you watching me word for word. So, Lori, your grade today. Should I let Lori keep the B, everybody? Anybody think she should keep a B? I'm just saying, to be fair, transparent too. I want to be fair. I want to be held accountable. Should you? Somebody put yes or no.
Yeah, come on. Somebody put yes or no before she put together. Before she even give it the grade, let me know what y'all think.
Is it fair for Lori Lightfoot to do wrong and then we give her a B? Or is it fair to say, Lori, you got to be here too? Who? Somebody said no. Let me see who said no. I like y'all. Mary Wilson decided your grade today. This is a citizen of Chicago, Illinois. And Lori Lightfoot, and they got kids in CPS. Janice Jackson had our black and Asian and I don't know, Hispanic kids crying. We didn't know if ICE was at the school or not. But Lori, you get a C- today.
Oh,
I am disappointed at you, Lori Lightfoot. I built you up last week and it went straight to your head. And you came back. Lori gets a C, everybody. And you came back, you on a trip. And I didn't like Oprah last week. Y'all know I don't like Oprah. I like Oprah, but I don't like Oprah. Right. Just because they are skin folk don't mean they what? Our kinfolk. And another thing, please don't take no advice from Bill de Blasio. Bill can't teach you nothing because we're going on a clean slate. You get it? And we don't need Bill telling us nothing. Just vote for him if you're going to vote for him for president. But it's a no-go for Joe because what? Bang
When
'em
I
up
said
said so.
so.
All right. And never in the history of niggerism have we ever received promotion letters the day before the kids graduate.
graduation.
My son, they gave them out Monday.
Uh,
My son graduated Tuesday.
uh,
Stay in Chicago, Lori. At
mm,
least stay here at least 99 days, then fly out.
mm.
Okay? Because that dinner you ate, you done digested and pooted all that out. Now you done messed us up with this. Because now I can't even make Anthony Rico on them, sound bad because you did the same thing, boo-boo.
Wow. Wow.
Come
Well,
on.
let me get these last 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause she didn't went in and went out and went over.
I
You
just
know what I'm
wanted to
saying?
know they said no. They say she should have got a D. Ooh, they say I should have went to a D plus. Now, how about I tell y'all this? Listen, on the way driving and then laying in my bed contemplating this, I said, should I drop her 2 grades?
Ooh.
I said that, Mary. I said that, Maurice. I said, should I drop her 2 grades? And they said she should have got a D. But oh my
You
God.
giving her a benefit of the doubt, right?
I was giving her a benefit of the doubt that maybe Lori was really doing something that was going to help the citizens of Illinois, right?
Yeah.
But then when Janice Jackson, the $260,000 a year lady, gave out promotion letters the day before graduation,
Right.
had the students turning over desks, crying, falling out, fainting. I said, Lori got to pay for that because she held her up.
But you held up.
You know, in the projects, when you what did we used to do when
I know what you said.
You speak for other people. We gave you a pumpkin head.
Yeah.
You got a pumpkin head when you talking about, oh no, this is my boy, and then he going there and rob people's houses. They give you the pumpkin head for that.
You boasting this dude up and
you
then
boasting him up.
yeah.
You get a pumpkin head for that.
You holding
his private part. Lori, they told me to give you a D, but I gave you a C. But all of these viewers are saying she should have got a D. Gotta told the teacher to stay in her seat.
Right.
Okay, Lori.
Well, let me tell you this. Before I close it out today, because we got about a minute.
Oh, I've really been on Lori long.
For real. But, at the end of the day, you still have to be able to watch out for you.
Absolutely.
We can't depend on Lori or anybody else
Absolutely
to handle what we need to handle in our household that will, cultivate to the street. What you do, teach your kids, show them. You got to give them class 101.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you give them that and you show them ropes, it's up to them to make it because they're not mentally challenged.
Absolutely.
What they are, some of these kids are deprived of a real life.
And a real education.
And a real education. So I advise you parents, this summer, let them breathe, but stay on them. At least read a book 2 hours a day. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Sit and read with your kids.
Have a life conversation. Just see where they head at before they go out in the street because you never know what your child do when your back is turned.
Oh.
But on that note, love on each other, love your community. And like I said, a Fernwood Park, salute everybody that was involved with that. Get up with y'all Park District. I'm Ace the Real, IntellectualRadio.com.
Wait, and Miss Bang'em Up closing statement. This is our closing statement, Robert Taylor, Intellectual Radio. This is going to be our closing statement forever.
Yeah.
I am who I am today because God used my mistakes. He worked them for my good like no one ever could. You guys stay safe in these streets because God is showing up there and looking over us and watching and keeping each and every one of us. You guys stay safe. I am who I am because God, he looked beyond my faults and he saw my needs today. Y'all be safe in these streets. Miss Bang'em Up.
IntellectualRadio.com.
Intellectual Radio.
Another respect.
I love your voice.